Hey there YouTube, Pocket Knife Collector here with another unboxing video. It is August of 2023 and Spyderco has just announced that some items are being discontinued, and so those items have been put on clearance, and I am a sucker for a good deal, so I have bought a few things. This is one of those purchases. I'm going to go ahead and open this up with the Hogue Deca and Magna Cut with Ultem handle scales. Oof. This is just about the biggest Spyderco box I've seen, and one of the heaviest. I just got a Spyderco Hatchet Hawk, the Genzo Hatchet Hawk, which is larger than this, but it doesn't come in a red and black box like a lot of Spydercos. It comes in a nylon pouch. So let's, I'll go ahead and show you what this is. This is a set of SpyderThrowers, large. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so it's a set of 3 knives and a leather belt sheath that's staggered so that it places the handles at different heights so that you can grab one at a time. This is a nice leather sheath. The sheath is made in Spain, and it's that same sort of chestnut brown leather that you get on some other Spydercos. The Hatchet Hawk came with a brown leather sheath that was the same color with the same stitching. It's also, if you get the leather sheath for the what do they call it? The Mule Team knife. That looks kind of similar as well. And then we get the 3 knives, and we get this book on knife throwing by Harold Moeller, or Moeller. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. He's German, and this is his. This is a republication of his book on knife throwing that comes with the Spyderco knife throwing sets. These knives are designed by Harold. And originally he had this design, slightly different size. Well, they came in 3 different sizes, just like they do now, but slightly different than what we have now. And he called them the Viper, but when Spyderco mass produced them under license, they couldn't call them Viper because there's another brand of knife that already has a trademark on the name Viper, so they changed the name to SpyderThrower. So the design here is symmetrical, right? And it was set up for Harold Mueller's style of throwing, which he called the vertical blade throwing, which was to hold it from the handle with the blade oriented vertically and to throw it for full rotation so that it would stick, and then it would have almost 180 degrees, about 170 degrees field that it could stick in there at the end. Now these are 8CR13 MOV stainless steel, which is a budget steel, and on fixed blades and folding knives that are not throwers, that would be considered kind of a lower end steel. But throwers are usually made with tough steel that is not particularly great at taking an edge. Not really meant to be sharpened very, very extensively, but just is meant to survive impact so it doesn't break. And HCR13 is tough, so it'll do that, but it's also stainless and it will take an edge. So this is actually a better steel than you can get on most throwing knives, even though it's not a very impressive steel if you're comparing it to other, you know, sort of like hunting knives and things like that. So for size comparison, let's show you this next to some other knives. Here it is next to that Hogue Deca, which is not a very useful size comparison because obviously this is a folding knife and is much smaller. Here it is next to a K-Bar Mark II fighting knife. Okay. And here it is next to Cold Steel's True Flight thrower, which is pretty similar in size and weight. All right, I'm going to set up and actually give these things a throw and see how it goes. Just a second.